incident with my wife. I'm in the military, I'm staff sergeant, and I already talked to the MPs and I talked to my leadership, my first line supervisor, about the incident that happened this morning. And pretty much my wife and I were going through some disagreements right now, and she was hitting me.
Okay.
I know. I'm here because I have an idea of.
I got hella carrots in my mouth just like they Easter bunny. Bitch looking thirsty, but I swear she finna eat somebody.
What I want to do, but I'm kind of worried about the consequences. So I don't want to kind of lose my career or put myself in a position where my career is going to be jeopardized. I already talked to my first line too. And he said that he can put me in a bathroom and all this stuff, which is what I'm trying to avoid. When I talked to them, they told me the same thing. Even if I'm a victim, they got pretty much the law. This case, I don't know if you're familiar with that part. Though what I'm hearing is just, we started through the weekend. There's all of that. She was at the house. She came home yesterday she's in the reserve, so she came home yesterday from South Carolina. I wasn't talking to her. I was just cleaning the whole house and just minding my own business. And this morning, I was getting ready to take my kids to daycare on post, and both of them, and I put them all in the car, and I guess she was thinking that we were cool. She was like, I was going to the gym in the afternoon, and I didn't tell her anything, so she kind of went away inside of the house and closed the garage. So I was just getting ready to leave, and she opened the garage back and started talking to me, arguing.
But I'm saying, like, what kind of issues do y'all already have brewing that you would make a comment like, she started talking to me, and I guess she thought we were, like, cool? Like, what does that mean? Because to me and every other adult that is using their brain, that means something happened and y'all not cool and she doesn't know? What do you mean you guess you think she thought y'all were cool? So you're upset about something, you haven't approached her about it, you just giving her the silent treatment? You're married. She's your wife. You're past the part where you should be immature about it. It's one thing to have an argument and then silent treatment to step away from negativity and arguing and bickering and even anger. In a moment of anger, step away. But you're just ignoring her and you have a problem with her. You haven't said nothing. I'm not saying she's an angel. I'm not saying it's even a problem that you hadn't addressed. Maybe you're tired of talking about it. But imagine this, fellas. Put yourself in this man's position. Do you think when he was young, hitting the gym, getting a bag, getting to the money, having a car, taking out loans for her, doing this for her, buying a home for each other, do you think he ever thought, can't wait till one day where I gotta explain to a cop how I'm giving my wife the silent treatment and she's trying to talk to me like we're cool? How foolish does that sound? You gotta be careful who you're laid up with, brothers. Be careful. You get yourself in a predicament, you regret every aching day of it and night of it. So evidently he don't want nothing to do with her. He's done talking. Like, she thinks we're cool? What does that mean? You're not cool? So you're not cool with your wife? Bro, he's tired, bro. He's at a police station because she can't keep her hands to herself. Don't go down this road, bro. The person you like today does not guarantee that they continue to be the same person that you like in years from now. Yet alone, it does not guarantee that they will be a person that you like. Yet alone, we're talking about people changing years. You're messing with a woman unprotected. You give her a seed. She has your kid. Now you have to deal with who she decides to become in years from now. That could be a person you respect. Maybe you're not together, but at least you respect her. But if you look at it from that angle, we got to look at it from the other angle. That could also become a person you can't even like. You can't even sit there and when you keep it real with yourself, you're like, even I don't respect her. If it wasn't for she was my baby mother, the child of the mother of my child, I don't even respect this woman. Her actions, the way she carries herself, the accountability she runs from and never takes, she's never wrong. The way she's always hating on people, the way she gets jealous of other people. Like, this person could be the epitome of the type of people you stay far away from. And you're not even thinking about that future. You're just thinking about right now. Right now. Feels good now. I'm in the moment now. I like her now. I like her now. I'm sorry, bro. I always knew there was a calling on my life. And I always knew. Be careful, because I'm not making decisions just for today. I'm not saying I didn't get myself in some stuff. And I'm definitely not saying I always made the best decision for tomorrow. But I for sure didn't go out there and do some of the stupidity that I hear from the young YNs today. Nah, I don't use condoms, bro. Nah, bro. Talking to 8 different women, smashing 5 of them, and no condoms, and no type of accountability. Where's that young man? Where's that YN's accountability? Let's get back to this.
And then she started pushing me and in the face, and then she started gaslighting me. And maybe I was saying things that I was gaslighting her too.
Like what?
Like ignoring her because I wasn't talking to her about it. She was asking about. She was like, I got it on video, but I'm not gonna show you until we finally talk. And then I was just.
What do you have on video?
I'm sure. I don't know if you've been to this before or yours. I don't want to like mess up her career.
Did you mess up her career, or is she putting her career on?
Yeah, I've been up since the AM, beating on the road, man. I'm trying to get an AM. I got a 2 with me, my best friend, an F and N. Then I told my dog, never fold, never bend.
Yeah, that part of the beat doesn't have. I know what you're saying. That's
like, when you're in the car and you're driving, and you're like, if you're driving fast, you want to be cutting up. Like, you don't want to just be waiting. Like, you want to boom, boom. Like, you want to just, I don't know.
Yeah, that part is just
Find out how to swim, nobody save them.
Alright, that part before you go then.
I'm just a one from the ghetto town who been going around, come and fuck with me. I took a bitch to the bad side of the ghetto life, now she stuck with me. She said, Guapa, just fuck with the way you be living your life in luxury. Look,
It's stop playing. Sorry for I be hammering, I'm in the stove. Space fast can, and Sean Marshall. Stop playing, shit about be a banger, about running up. It's 5 a.m. we in the stove, what the fuck is sleep? Ain't the money ready, printed, we gon' get it.
Career or like right now, so right now she's at work and she think, like I said, she think that I'm bluffing about it, but I was telling her like I'm not gonna keep fostering the behavior that you're doing, which is pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys, but be married to me, and the reason why we went to social work before we've been to it is because when I was before she was cheating on me. So
When older men say to you, yo, YNs, young men, listen, women love attention. And if they're not emotionally mature, they'll seek that out over everything, over good decision making, over weighing out their options out realistically, over husband over here who maybe I'm not the happiest with, but he's taking care of me. He shows that he loves me. He's not cheating on me. We have a child together. Maybe I should make it work. Maybe we should grow and get back that love that we started off with. And if we can't do that, then maybe, just maybe, I gotta go ahead and figure out what I'm gonna do. But before I go that route, before I give in therapy, let me submit. Let me take accountability for my actions. If he's willing to take accountabilities for his, and if he's not, I'm still gonna take accountability for mine. Whoo, you find a woman like that, as opposed to option B, some guy I met on Instagram, some guy I met on social. He got money, he's handsome, that's it. He treats me nice, he respects me, he gives me attention, he tells me I'm pretty. Yeah, he's never been around you, he's never had you, It's easy to tell someone, you're beautiful, I'd give you this, I'd do that. You know, a lot of guys run game and say a whole bunch of sucker foolishness that means nothing after a couple visits with you and him alone and a couple nights. So that outweighs that little bit of attention, that little bit, that validation, that making you feel good outweighs over here. Family, core foundation, raising your child together, loving each other, staying true to the vows you spoke. You're married to this man. See, that's the thing. Today's day and age, a label is just a label. And I don't understand. Then why stress the label? Why do so many women pretend, oh, you don't even take me serious, you treat me like a side piece? Like they want to be your girlfriend. But then you say, alright, as my girlfriend, there's certain things that come with that. You're still doing certain things that I'm not going to step on your toes. That's who you want to be. That's who you want to be. But I can't be with that. I can't have that person that you choose to be representing me. But no, they try to make you feel guilty. They try to make you feel bad, like you're wrong. Oh, so you're just treating me like this. And then they weaponize the only thing they know to weaponize when they're immature like that. Because they act as if they're not getting something out of that too. It's just you. Oh, we shouldn't do this then. Okay, well, oh what, now you don't want to hang out if we don't do that? Oh, that's all you're using me for. See, you're not taking me serious. I can't call you a wifey. I can't call you my girlfriend until you earn that. I can't say you're part of the team until you go to practice, until you go to tryouts. You can't just come on a team and say, oh, you don't believe in me? You don't believe I can hit the ball out of the park? You don't believe that I played this game before? You don't believe that I'll give it my best? You may very well give it your best, but we got a championship game ahead of us. I can't just put you on a team just because you say you'll give it your best, because you're not as invested as the rest of us. We had to work to get on this team. We had to spend Saturday nights not outside hanging out, but outside putting the work in, so that when tryouts came around, we made the cut. And tryouts, we felt it. If we got cut, we felt it. You can't just be slapping labels on everything and everyone just because they tell you that you should. Oh, you should make me your girlfriend. Says you, but your actions say different. Very different.
Can you turn it fighters on? Thank you.
There's like over one.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I got my was working over.
I think it's our father of the year, huh? You can't just make it easy? Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so difficult?
I'm trying to make it easy.
I'm not. It can be easy for everybody.
It can be easy for everyone. Let's see what she's speaking about. Is this a song? People are going to give you a chance. Get right to the song. Get right to it. If you're going to pay for that, I know you put the work in. I know you want people to get the experience. You had an idea, you were creative, you built it up, you let the beat build. The way you're going to come in is clean. Not everybody's going to give you this long of a chance. We're 31 seconds in, bro. That's ridiculous. 31 seconds in and 2:47, and you still haven't said two words that I can actually make out where the song is going besides the word poser. Bro, if you're gonna put your money up and invest in yourself, I salute that. But get the best bang for your buck. Get the most out of your money. Put your money up, bro. But cut them joints short. You should have gave me a minute of this song, and it should have started at your favorite part. Not making me wait till it gets to your favorite part and I gotta wait. I'm not a fan yet. I'm not waiting. I'm out of here. I'm different. You can't count me. I give people the chance. Nobody's doing that. Nobody has time for that. They want to get back to their video. They want to get back to their song they're listening to or whatever they got going on. They are not invested in you. until you force them to be invested in you, whether that's they start knowing your personality. Now they're kind of rooting for you. They feel like, okay, you're our guy. We put you on the map. Until you make them invested, whether you're feeding them hits, and then they feel like, okay, you give us hits, we'll take care of you. We'll put you on the map. Why would they be invested? You're 30 seconds in and you haven't said nothing, bro. This is crazy. Take the advertisement back. Repay $10 a day, $10 a week, whatever you're doing. Take 45 seconds of this song, or cut this 30-second out and start. 40 seconds, bro. 40 seconds. We're going on 45 seconds, bro.
Copy that for your debut.
Is that the song?
Bio profile, bio smile, blows and glare.
Bro, what is happening? No. Right back? Bro, what is happening? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why would you put money on to waste your time? We can't make out what you're saying. How are we gonna be a fan of? At least give a little bit of a background, like make it make sense in the title. Poser, in parentheses. Interlude. I don't know, something that's different. I'm expecting a song and nothing happened.
My life miserable because you have this persona in your head, thinking that I'm cheating on everybody. And if I am, I'd like to see proof. But there's nothing.
By the way, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. Fellas, don't date a woman who says, if I'm cheating, where's the proof? That's nasty work. Come on, that's nasty work. That's not even a real woman. A wife talking like that, those words coming out of a wife, quote unquote, this is what I'm saying. They want the label, fellas, but they don't want to do what it takes to earn the label. A CEO doesn't walk around and go, if our company's losing money, I want to see proof. Otherwise, don't tell me I'm not doing my job. That's not how a CEO talks. A CEO puts the work in, so you could never fix your lips and say, yo, you're not doing your job. You're not doing your job. You can never say that to a CEO, because a good CEO is going to do what it takes to be a good CEO. A good wife is not going to fix her lips and say, where's the proof then? Where's the proof? Imagine it. Yo, if I'm stealing, where's the proof? You don't got me on camera stealing. I didn't do it. I don't need that, bro. I live in real world, adulthood, where I'm a grown man, you're a grown woman. You're doing things that I think you're cheating. I'm accusing you of cheating. You've cheated before. You're cheating. Oh, where's the proof? It's not true if I can't prove it. Just because you found a guy who is okay with you being married to me, and he's okay with you and him having a vibe every once in a while, and he's okay with hiding it and not texting you and calling you, just because I don't have the proof doesn't make it any less real.
There's nothing.
That's nasty.
There's nothing.
That's nasty, ladies.
And that's what's funny.
Now there's nothing.
I'm not intimidated by you anymore. I'm not scared by you. There's nothing that you can do to intimidate me. Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about this? Huh? I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you always trying to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
So you got that chance for the next relationship.
I have to say, though, that's interesting, because she didn't know this was going to be seen by the world. She didn't know you were going to take those cameras and go pull up to the officers, the cops, the police station. So we have to ask, if we're gonna check her on things, we got to check you. What would make a woman say that? I'm not intimidated by you no more. What have you done in your past, in yours and hers relationship? Mind you, cheating doesn't validate cheating, and that for sure doesn't validate her putting her hands on you because she's upset right now because you're not talking back. But that being said, you know her more than we do. Maybe that's a trigger for her. The least you can do is speak up. Yo, I'm not dealing with you right now. Stay out of my way. I'm taking the kids. I got things to do. The least you can do. But you're also playing. But maybe conversations with her they go left every time. You know her better than we do. The main factor is, what would make someone say, you're not going to intimidate me. I'm not intimidated by you no more. That sounds like someone who's been intimidated before. Ain't all the way scot-free either over here, Brody.
Oh.
My wife.
Where is she?
The white car.
The truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure she can tell that she's texting me and calling me.
Okay.
And she,
Does she know you're here?
yeah, because she's seen my location. But
Okay. Stay in here for just a minute, okay?
I thought I had this on fast forward. This is taking forever.
25. Hello, are you Kelly? Yes. Can I talk to you for just a minute? Hey, I'm Officer Moran. What's going on with your husband?
Marie?
I mean, I'm sure you know his side of the story.
Yeah, and I want to get yours, so.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
What he said.
What do you think he told me? Like, I'm just trying to get your side, okay?
We've been going through this for 3 years.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
hasn't gone this far. I don't know. I'm sure he told you everything. He's really good at building cases against me. He's a very smart man.
Okay, so what from your perspective, what happened?
He knows how to push me past my limits and manipulate me to the point to where I finally break, and then he does stuff.
Once again, fellas, yo, it gets old. It gets so old for me. It's like, here we go again. Another woman that I'm introduced to can't take accountability. If someone asks me what happened, guess what I gotta tell them? I was telling him, where are you going? He was ignoring me. I put my hands on him. Now this is the part where you get to explain to yourself. When someone gets what happened out of you, now that we're in accountability land, now they can ask, what made you do that? I was angry. He knows he was ticking me off. He kept pushing me. I acted irrationally and immature. Am I getting locked up today or not? Or is it possible that I can just potentially get a fine and go to work? I got things to do. I can fight this in court. We'll see what happens if he's actually going to go all the way. This can affect my job. Where are we at here, officer? Not this young lady. And let's not put it on all women, because Lord knows there's some good women out there. There's some women who will run laps around some men that don't take accountability. But here we go. She wants the officer to be her therapist today. She done turned this morning into doing what she wanted to do, putting her hands on her husband, acting immature and irrational. Now she wants the cop to, hey, hear me out first. What happened today? Oh, well, he has a way of turning things and building a case. What happened today? Oh, well, you know, he knows how to break me and push my buttons, and I'm just at the point where this been going on for 3 years. What happened today? Obviously, the officer is not doing that because she's trying to be respectful, but that's what she's thinking because she lives in reality world. She's a cop. She got to live in reality. She's like, what happened? It's like talking to a toddler. I asked you what happened. You keep telling me about feelings and things and what you think the world is and how you've been looking at it. What just happened that man is inside the police station? Accountability, fellas. Accountability. If there's no accountability, nothing else will work. I promise you. I promise you. I can make that promise. If she can't take accountability, the rest is useless. It's pointless.
I understand what you're saying, like in general, that this is like an ongoing thing. But what about today? How did he do that today?
Trying to threaten that he's going to have full custody of our children.
Okay.
Not say that exactly, but don't worry about it. I got it. The words that he says, I don't even know how to put it in word for word right now.
Okay. So you feel like he was provoking you?
Of course, he always does.
Okay, so how did the argument start?
He accuses me of stuff that's not true.
Okay.
And he sees tiny parts of little stories or little stuff that goes on, and then he makes his own story in his mind as if it's true, and it's not. And I don't know how much longer, I can't even plead my case because he will bring up another thing on top of that. Can we talk privately out?
Yeah, we can step off to the side here. We can't go inside right now. I'm not trying to have you put all your business out there. So He was accusing you of things, right?
Stuff that's untrue, but I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. So, and then what happened after that? So you guys are arguing.
I'm sure you've seen videos and stuff.
Even happened.
She wants to know how much the officer knows, so she knows how much she gotta take accountability for right now. If he hasn't showed you the videos, maybe he ain't gonna go that far, so I'm not gonna spoil the beans. But she's trying to press to see how much you know. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know. All of that is still avoiding accountability. Don't worry about what I know. I am asking a full, capable adult. You have a job, right? You're capable of holding down a job. You're capable of answering a simple question. What happened?
So I'm trying to get your perspective because it's not fair for me to only get one side of the story when there are at least two sides of the story.
I should know my side. I'm sick of. I was for so long a stay-at-home mom, living in his shadow, and I finally just am becoming.
Okay, stay right here for just 1 second, okay? I want to hear what you have to say, but give me 1 minute, okay? Okay, so like I said, there are at least two sides to every story, right? And it's not fair for me to only have one person's side.
Three sides.
Okay? I understand you guys have ongoing issues.
Can you tell me what's going on after this?
I am investigating a domestic violence incident. That's what's going on. Okay? And what's happening right this moment is I'm trying to get...
She can't even hear the officer. She don't even have... She's so caught up in her own world and her narcissistic behavior and her selfishness and only cares about herself and whether or not she's going to keep a job and all that. She can't even focus. She takes no accountability and can't even focus on... The officer is simply trying to explain to you, please don't misread me, lady. I don't know you and I don't know him. I know he came here with a video. That doesn't mean he's innocent. What happened? Tell me your side. Explain to me what took place. How did it get to this? You're trying to avoid accountability so strong and all you can think of, am I going to get away with this? That's what you just asked the officer. Am I going to get away with this? Basically. Just what's going to happen? You're cutting her off. She's trying to hear you out. What's going to happen? Am I going in? You haven't even taken any accountability to get to the part where we fix or see what happens. But you'll avoid that just to figure out what your consequences. Let's see where this goes.
Okay?
I don't know. I don't really have a side. There's nowhere I can go. He's trying to kick me out of our house. I cannot leave. There's nowhere for me to go.
Okay. Now, he said you have, like, friends in the area. I'm not kicking you out of your house, just to be clear.
I'm talking to the police officer. Mom, I know. I'm talking to the police officer. He has friends too. We both have friends.
Again, I'm not taking sides.
I know.
But...
I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
I have family that live on the West Coast in California and Nevada.
Okay. So you guys are arguing.
I like the West Coast.
Okay. And is this how it usually goes? You guys argue and then it escalates?
No, I mean, we'll argue, but we're quick to get over it. It's just, I see your prior service. I'm military as well. I'm a reservist. I had my drill weekend. I just graduated the Drill Sergeant Academy in November. And from day one, I'm sure you know what we...
This is actually law enforcement, but...
Okay, well,
yeah.
Day one, when day zero, I'm sure you've seen shark attacks and stuff. We had... From day one, when I was at the academy, he fought with me every day. He doesn't like when I leave because of the history that we have.
Right.
When I leave from the military. So,
And that's got to be super stressful, too.
yes. I had my drill weekend this weekend, and I stay on FaceTime with him. I share my location. I answer all his calls, all his text messages in a timely manner that he would like. And I was at the gym, and I wasn't answering them fast enough for him.
When were you not answering?
Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm like, he was at a funeral, so I knew that we weren't going to be really talking on the phone anyways. And he's calling, and I answer, and he hangs up, and he's like, check your text messages, and then hangs up again. And I see I wasn't responding to his text messages and answering his questions, which was, are you off? And he's just like, why aren't you answering my text messages? You're leaving me undelivered. I don't know what reset the phones did, because his phone did the same reset. The red receipts are not on anymore, and like the sound changed for our phones for like ringtones and stuff. For some reason, it was a weird reset. Maybe other stuff happened, but those are the two that happened to both of our phones. Okay. So I don't know why my red receipts were off. His are off too now, and so.
All right, let's try to go quick, because this. We can go on and on and on with people of this makeup, where it's just poor me, her, him, this person's fault. Let's go quickly. This is why you have a line that once it has been crossed, you don't go back. You don't return. You don't even look back. You don't check on them. It's done. Once your partner cheats, it's done. All the crying and all the love you and all the never would have happened and all the excuses in the world, should not allow you to change your mind. Be done and leave. It is what it is. It wasn't for you. And it wasn't for you because that person decided it wasn't for you. Not because God had a bigger plan. Not because, no. That person's wrongdoing is that person's wrongdoing. And they've just made a decision for the both of you now. And you should leave. Because it's never the same. And even when you try to make it the same, even when she tells you, I promise, I'll share my location. You can call me anytime. You can check on me. I'll pick up on the first ring. You'll never deal with this again. I cheated and I'm sorry. Forgive me. And even when she goes for a couple months of doing good and being a good wife, it gets old. People get over it. Especially when you're not always in the best place. Because that's just how life is. We have seasons where we're lovey-dovey. And seasons where you're going through some things, personal things, you love each other, but you're not always on top of each other, giving each other some space. And then stupidity comes into play where you just want to be a regular adult who's out getting coffee and your phone is ringing. And if you don't pick up at a certain ring, it looks funny. And I don't know about you, but I go to gyms and I've been in gyms and I've never been in a predicament or any workout where my phone ringing can go off more than 4 or 5 times. And if I know I have to pick it up or I'm waiting for emergency calls, all of a sudden I'm not listening to music. I don't hear it. I can't tap my headphone. I can't stop what I'm doing and pick up the phone. I'm not in a spar. I'm not fighting. I'm in a gym. I mean, if she thinks that's a good enough excuse after cheating, and her man staying with her husband, and she can say to her husband, oh, you want me to pick, especially the fact that she knew he was going to be at a funeral, aka he was going to be occupied and busy, and he was going to have no choice but to not be really checking his phone, or be able to just come and see what I'm doing and show up. So I know I got free time, and now my excuse why my husband is at a funeral is I was at the gym, as opposed to, yo, the last thing I want you to do is be worried. I'm going to stay at the hotel. You call me when you're done with that funeral. You call me if you need to talk to me. Support like a real wife, as a husband should support also. But you're at the gym and can't pick up? Come on, it's not even adding up. That's what I'm saying. When you live in La La Land, you say things that you think sound smart. Even the officer knows you're lying now. Obviously, I'm not going to go as far as to say you were cheating, but it ain't looking good, love.
Now that my red receipts were off. And so I still stayed on FaceTime with him, stayed on video because he wants me to FaceTime him 24/7 when I'm away from him. And
he don't trust you.
And I was on FaceTime with him, but it just still wasn't good enough for him.
You did that. You made it so he can't trust you. Woman, I hear it all the time. You love to comment this. Don't victim blame. Don't victim shame. That's victim blaming. He got cheated on. He's heartbroken. He don't know how to deal with it. You now put him in a situation, in a place where it's not normal. It's not normal for me to say, I got heartbroken, I got hurt, and I'm still going to stay here. That's not normal. So now I have to do some things. Some irregular actions have to be taken. Some irregular actions like, call me when I call you. I want you to call me back. Pick up the phone when I call. Don't give me that I was busy. I couldn't, my hand was full. I had 15 bags. You can try to make, if someone else heard this conversation, you can make me look crazy. You can make me sound controlling. But you and I know the line you cross. You cheated on me. And if I'm going to be foolish enough and dumb enough to stay, then you're going to have to show me that I'm not no fool. And when I call you, unexpected, without you knowing it was coming, the least you could do is pick up your phone. And always continue to put my mind at ease and my heart at ease, because I don't trust you. You broke that line of trust. It's easy to trust someone. It's hard to get it back once you break it. Dang near impossible. You did that. Don't victim blame and say, he wants to call me at impossible times and he wants me to pick up right away and I do everything I can. You did everything you can because you wanted to stay with him. You wanted to make it work, so you said, I'll do this, I'll do that. And it didn't go as you planned because you're tired of it. You're over it. Other guys are around you. You're probably flirting. They flirt back. Let's just say, let's throw you a bone here. You're not cheating. Okay, you're not cheating. But you're surely doing something that the last thing you want is your man to hear. How you can't pick up and he's at a funeral and you're at a gym? Get your priorities together. You're at a gym, your man's at a funeral? Okay, you couldn't be there for whatever reason. That's your business. You can't pick up the phone and be on go Hey, you good? How you feeling? Everything alright? You want me to go back to the hotel? You want to talk? I'm at the gym. What you want me to do? What?
Started an argument from that day, from that moment, around 4 o'clock
On Saturday?
on Saturday
Okay.
until midnight. He was saying he's going to kill himself. He had my kids with him. I was gone. And he's loco.
Yeah.
And so we argued that entire night. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't do this. One of my drill sergeant leaders from the academy, we follow each other on social media.
First thing that she said when she wanted to make herself look like she was innocent was he's very smart. He's very intelligent. She credited him that, and I remember because it stuck out to me. I thought, wow, I think she's kind of being honest, even though she's definitely going to twist it and turn it to try to be like, you know, he's smart. He can make up stories. But I thought, for a second, maybe that's something she still loves about him, that he was so smart and that drew her to him. That stuck out. Now, he's crazy. He's loco. You can't even trust him. He's off the rails. Anything to make your story sound good and run from accountability.
Swears that just because we're friends on social media that I'm and it's not the case at all. And I tell him, because he's so crazy, and he reaches out to every single guy that likes a picture on my social media. Like, what do you do? What are your intentions with my life? Why are you guys friends? Tell me, like, he's crazy.
Yeah.
And so I tell him, if you think that, like, reach out to all these people. At the end of the day, I'm a reservist. That drill sergeant leader is a reservist. He has a lot of connections. Who knows the networking that he and I can do in the future?
Right. So he can't have any male friends.
I cannot have male friends. He does not understand that.
Tell her the whole story.
It's just one argument led to another, and I'm just like, I'm done. And then he's telling me he's kicking me out the house and all this stuff. So I know how crazy he can get. He has locked me. He has emptied my bank account. He knows he's taken professional hacking courses. He knows how to hack into anything that I have. I do not have any personal identity outside of him because he gets into everything. He's a professional hacker in the military. So one time, he financially tries to paralyze me, like doing this, in ways that I cannot overcome them. He over a period of time would ask me my security questions of my phone, like, oh, for example, my name is Niall. They called me that as a kid. What did they call you? And I was like, oh, they called me Bobby. Boom, my security question. What is your childhood nickname? What if my first car was this? What was your first car? I told him, oh, what color was it? Boom. And he's so smart.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I'm being tested sometimes.
Genius.
It could be just a mutual conversation.
Right.
So
that makes you super paranoid, I'm sure.
yes. And he has tried to kick me out multiple times. He has emptied my bank account, taken my keys, taken my phone, put tracking devices on my car. I hacked into anything of my phone, my work phone, anything, my computers, anything.
So you have no privacy.
I have no privacy. And I just am so angry that he was trying to do that again to me this weekend. And
What specifically was he trying to do this weekend?
like he plays mind games, and I'm kind of catching on to how he plays. He will make up a little scenario and play that scenario as if it's a real story, as if something really happened, as if he knows already. Like, oh, I already know you did this, so why don't you just tell me? And it's like it never happened, but because you know of maybe a snippet that I know that person, you know that where that person works, and maybe I've been in the same location as that person, he puts his own story together as if like I already know.
It just amazes me. Again, I don't care. Leave your comment if you don't like it. It just amazes me because I know so many women I've seen. I hear them talking to their man and they sound just like this. I've introduced and interacted with them. I've dated some. They sound just like this. They all sound the same. Because when you run from accountability, you have no lane to go through but one lane. It's very narrow and everybody runs through it. So y'all all sound the same. As opposed to running through accountability. If you take the accountability road, there's many roads you can go down. You can go down mending a relationship road. You can go down starting to put the shoe on the other foot road. When you take accountability, now you can see how you can respect your man more because you know what it is to take accountability and say sorry and I was wrong. So now you respect him when you see he says he's wrong and he takes accountability because you know it ain't easy. It ain't easy for you, imagine a man. So you acknowledge that and you respect it and admire it more in him. There's so many good avenues you can go through when you go down accountability. But when you don't, you go down the left. Everybody goes down the left. We know what that sounds like. How did we go from what happened today and why is your husband in the police station to her story is a bunch of what happens and what he does and how he does these scenarios and the things he's done to me and all these situations that have nothing to do with the question that still remains. What happened today? Today. That's what we're speaking about. What happened today that this has spiraled out of control. Not what you want to say it led to for the last 4 months, 2 years, 10, whatever. Not the last thing he yelled at you about, and the last time you robbed him and he robbed you, or he broke in. Bro, what happened? Can we stay focused? Can we stay on topic?
But it never happened. But that's how he thinks that he can catch me and other people in lies. And it's just, this morning he was playing mind games with me. And with me.
Like, how was he doing that? What was he doing that about?
I'm telling you, he wanted me out of the house by the time I was done with work, and I'm not going to be living there anymore. He was just trying to keep me out of the house. Telling me, like, and I was trying to get the kids ready because we both mutually get them ready, take the kids to school and everything.
Yeah.
But he wasn't letting me help get them ready. And I was like, okay, well, I made them breakfast. What are we going to do? Like, can I take the kids to school? Like, what is the plan this morning? Because, like, and just, don't worry about it, I got it. Okay, but, like,
I got it.
I mean, we have an infant. And I'm just like, okay, what's the plan when after work? Are you picking them up? We usually go to the gym every day after work. I said, what's the plan? Like, are you picking them up? Are we going, don't worry about it, I got it. You're not in the picture anymore. And it's just like, it's the mind games. Like I want to be just as involved, but again, what he accuses me of is what he's doing. I'm trying to play this perfect narrative to everybody else, but he's trying to play the perfect narrative.
So what did he accuse you of today, if anything?
Oh, having sex with multiple men over the weekend, entertaining other men in my DMs. And people tell me, my stuff is really locked down. I added people that I went to the academy with. I was with them every day for 9 weeks straight. I have a right to.
Once again, she's been asked a simple question. What did that man that's sitting in the police station accuse you of today? And once again, we veered off to what people have told you in the past, what he said in the past, what he said that have triggered you, what he said 6 months ago. None of that has to do with what he said today. It's embarrassing. I don't know how y'all do this and feel like, I wouldn't feel manly looking at someone, especially she's looking at another grown woman. I wouldn't feel manly looking at another man and just keep pointing the finger at everybody else but me.
Yeah, if they heart one of my stuff, or if they call me pretty, like, it sucks, but I mean, I'm not saying, okay, let's go on a date, let's.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, thank you, and then that's it. If they try to go further, I don't let them, but none of them have.
Yeah.
But just because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty, nothing has gone further than a compliment. But because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty and say, you need to respect that I'm married, don't tell me I'm pretty, he has a problem with it.
Okay. I mean, that sounds exhausting.
First of all, and by the way, the officer is just playing into her because she knows you're cooked, you're going to jail. So she's just playing, being very nice. But even the officer knows what he's hitting for. But first of all, we shouldn't have to. It's funny how you got all these memories of things he said, the way he's wiped money out, all these feelings you feel of, I'm exhausted, he's draining me, he plays mind games, I can't keep up with him. You know, you're so in tune when it comes to your feelings and the way he makes you feel. When's the last time you were in tune to how you think he might feel? You're the one who cheated. You're the one who did him dirty, and now he can't even think straight and treat you like a normal person. So when he finds out someone's calling you pretty, he got a problem with it because, first of all, a real wife is shutting that down. So I love when women are like, well, you want me to be mean? Like, a real wife ain't even thinking like that. What do you mean be mean? How am I being mean? I'm being honest. I have a man. Please respect that boundary. That's a real woman. The same way a man should shut that down too. That goes hand in hand. Yo, I have a woman. Chill. Shouldn't even be talking like that to me. It's funny how a woman would want that type of energy, but then the same energy she would expect from a man to a woman is not reciprocated. And she's so in tune to her feelings. She's so smart and intelligent when it comes to the emotional games and the damage she's been through. But she can't even sympathize with her husband. The one man she should be able to sympathize with, her husband, the person she broke. Because now he's a little crazy. Of course he's crazy. He's staying with a woman he shouldn't be with. That can make you crazy. And I'm not talking about hurting her crazy. And I'm not talking about violating her rights and hacking and all that. If any of that is true, he's dead wrong for that.
Toxic. And I'm sure it pushes you beyond your limit. Would you say that's accurate?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine dealing with that. And it's extra hard when you have kids.
Yeah.
And that makes it that much worse. So has it ever gotten physical with you guys?
Multiple times.
Okay. What has happened?
I should have filed domestic on him before he did me.
Well, what happened in the other times?
He's locked me in my closet. I have that one on video. He's locked me in my closet.
Domestic.
Physical abuse.
She said that he ever hit you.
He won't let me leave, so he'll grab me, put me up against the...
Once again, has he ever hit you?
He tries to confine me into corners and closets.
How does he do that?
By grabbing me, he's strong. He's held me down multiple times.
When did that happen?
It was a while ago. It was like 2020, 2021.
That's a little bit. That's actually more than a little believable, because there's a reason she said you don't intimidate me anymore. A woman ain't smacking a man that she knows is quick to put his hands on her. That just ain't happening. That's a lose-lose situation. So it ain't that he beats her, the mother of his children, the person he's made his wife. He's not hitting her. Has he grabbed her? I could believe that. She said even she can't help but kind of tell the truth. A long time ago he did that. A long time ago I got it on video. He still got it on video? Talking about you should have went to the police first? You're right. You should have. If it was that scary, you should have. But he beat you to the punch.
What else happened?
I mean, I put my hands on him. I'm sure there's no way out of that. Like, I'm sure he has video. I saw our security camera.
Did you put your hands on him today?
Maybe.
Kelly.
I mean, I'm sure you guys saw videos. I'm sure you guys have proof.
Just answer the question. Stop assuming.
But again, I need your side.
You're hearing this.
Okay. But here's the thing.
We're not.
If there's just a video of you going up and...
We haven't got your side. We're 18 minutes in. You've had the mic for like 10. In your mind, you think you've said your side? We just need your side of what happened today.
Hitting somebody. I'm not in your mind at that moment. I'm not hearing what's going on with your thoughts. Okay? I'm not...
Just always, he tries to make me fearful of him. He tries to intimidate me. He's manipulative. He plays psychological games with me. And I don't know how to combat them the proper way.
And that's when it turns physical?
Yes.
Okay.
He messes with me so much. And threatens that he's going to make sure that I'm so financially, mentally, psychologically paralyzed that I will never be able to overcome our separation, because I want to leave. So he's going to make sure he does anything possible to get any documents on me to hurt me so bad that at the end of the day he's the winner. And it doesn't even need to be a winner or a loser.
No, it shouldn't be that a win or lose situation. It's not a game, but I know you're saying that's his perspective. So when he acts like that, when he makes you feel like you couldn't be independent.
We have done counseling, and they've said if you feel like it gets to that, if you're gonna probably put your hands on him, if it's gonna get violent, you need to be able to walk away. And I used to be able to leave, but he made it to where he would take my car keys, he would take my cell phone, take my debit card. He would make it to where I couldn't leave.
Yeah. Did that happen today? Did he take any of yours?
No, but that's just his pattern.
Yeah.
Like, he's smart. He got me good today. Maybe he set it up perfectly to where it was right in front of our cameras. He's so smart.
So did you put your hands on him today? I mean, if the answer is yes, I want to hear the because.
There is no because. It's not right. There's no reason why.
I mean, I'm not justifying it, but at the same time, you can only be pushed so far.
By the way, the lady officer still has a job to do. She's not your friend. It might sound like it. It might even sound like she's encouraging your behavior. Furthest thing from the truth. She just needs to hear the words, "Yes, I did," so she can tell you to turn around and put your hands behind your back. You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Did you just lose your cool? You said in the past you've been able to walk away.
I've tried a couple of times until he made it to where I wouldn't be able to.
Okay. And were you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, he's done it. I've been able to walk, but I have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
My friends have spouses, their own lives. Like,
yeah,
I have nowhere to go.
So you feel trapped.